Burnley fans, you're back in the Premier League. Have you come back down to earth yet? And how good a job has your manager done, Sean Dyche? They call him the Ginger Mourinho, and he's going to be managing against him next year. I mean, incredible, right?
Well, it is unbelievable for Burnley.
Your old club?
Yeah, I spent a few months down there with Stan Turner, a totally different kind of manager to Sean Dyche, but he has to get a lot of credit for what he's done. Like we were talking about the fact that he's done 4-4-2. Not sure how that's going to work out in the Premier League, but when you've got forwards who are scoring goals at the rate that they were scoring, Ings and Vokes, then, you know what I mean, of course, out of that league, you're going to do well, but it's when he gets into the Premier League, what he's going to do. Because how much did he spend?
450,000 he spent.
That's unbelievable. You compare that to QPR as one. I mean, even Leicester.
He sold his best striker last year to QPR, Charlie Austin, for a fortune.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And hasn't been able to reinvest that particularly. He's done it on a small budget, a small squad. I suppose he's been lucky in terms of injuries this season.
Apart from the forward.
Vokes
done his knee.
But generally he's been lucky with injuries.
You're worried about the 4-4-2 business, aren't you, Trev?
Yeah, listen.
Hey, Diego Simeone does it and you're all right with that?
No, listen, I think that 4-4-2, I think you'll have problems in that.
But it depends how you play it, though.
He might not play
Brendan Rodgers has done a
I think he's going to have to tweak that.
He'll have to tweak that. But saying that, though, dude, and you'll know as well, mate, when you're going forward, when you've got the ball, you're in control. So if you're going to get your wingers to get up there, and if they're going to, the players are going to have to really step up, them two players. It's a different story, totally, scoring goals that regularly in the Premier League than it is in the Championship. But if you're going to get balls in the box, then hopefully they'll finish them off. But it's when they're coming back the other way. That's the problem. It's how if they can adapt to what other teams are doing. And that is where their problem's going to come. And they're going to need to spend a lot more money than...
I just love how humble he's been as well, Sean Dyche. You know, his work ethic, the way he's got them organised, his attention to detail throughout the course of the season. I love all that.
Absolutely.
And you're really pleased when someone like that has success as well, aren't you?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, so he was harshly done at Watford when he let go. And they must be looking, thinking, what have we done? That's a bit enough, isn't it?
Well, it's another situation where, you know, we could have mentioned it with Charlton. You know, they've got an owner come in and what he's done with Chrissy Powell. You know, obviously his manager who's come in, he's done pretty well. But on the other hand, you know, the way they've got rid of Sean Dyche and he's gone to Burnley and done pretty well. It's the owners just come and do what they want. It's not even a case of, you know what I mean, let me stick with him and see what he does. They just bang, they do what they want because they've got their own, they've got their own mantra. Now, Sean Dyche has gone and he's done well at Burnley. You just hope that can continue for him, but he's going to need money.
They've got to get the what's in gear because they've got 9 players out of contract come the end of summer.
Yeah, but if you're 9 players, if you're going into the Premier League, Marcus, and you know that's where you want to be. You know what I mean? That's where you want to be playing. So if you're coming out of contract, I think that Burnley are in a very, very good situation because those 9 players are not going to say, well, I'm going to leave because I'm not getting a good deal, and they're going into the Premier League. They're going to be in a shop window. So I don't think it's going to be too much of a bad thing for Burnley, that one.
But it's going to be getting now the players for Burnley that continue the club ethos that's brought them up there. Correct. You know, not now, OK, we're in there, let's go and get him, and the club just lose whatever's got them there. It's now bringing the same sort of players in with that mentality that represent what Burnley have got today. That's going to be the hard bit.
Burnley fans, we think it's going to be tough for you next season. But what do you think? Can you stay in the Premier League? Let us know on Facebook.